5 metres out from our line. Showed great time and great skill over the ball, and look, he's going to get better and better for that performance, I'm sure.
What was your view of the incident with an intruder on the pitch?
Yeah, well, look, it was I don't know. We just saw a 2v1 type situation forming up, and then you don't want to see that in the game, so very disappointed that happened, but nothing the match officials could do about that.
And Fiji next week, what are your thoughts on selection at this early stage? Do you give others a chance after 2 very tough tests for some?
Yeah, we've sort of got a side in mind prior to this match, and we're obviously wanting to wait to see how we came through with injuries and alike. So we'll get the reports in over the weekend and settle on a side early in the week. But definitely the improvement that we showed from the All Black match to this match, we need to learn from this match and obviously improve for Fiji.
Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you.
Hi, Wayne. Just one more on Ellis Jenkins, if that's okay. Aside from the fact that it was so heartening to see him play so well, how important do you think he's going to be in the next couple of years building towards the World Cup? I mean, when John Davis went off, it looked like he was the captain. Is that right?
Yes, he was. And you're right. He's an important player in that, with Al at the moment with an injury, you're looking to others to lead in the forwards. With Justin Tipuric would normally be the stand-in. Then you go to Ken Owens. With those players away, Ellis Jenkins not only did he play well, but at times had a leadership role out there, along with Adam Baird. So those two are hugely important for us in terms of leadership.
What have you learnt about your younger guys, as people like Adam Beard and Tane Basham, Aaron Wainwright, in a game like that? Even though you lost, do you feel like you've got a lot of credit and a lot of, legs in the bank for 2023, having come so close today?
Well, I think playing South Africa in those conditions, which are ideal for the way they want to play the game, it was going to be a testing time for us. And I thought we stood up to that test very, very well. As I say, a couple of penalties, one just before half-time, the one that led to the driven line-out try. If we can tidy up those areas of our game, we're going to be very, very competitive against one of the best sides in the world, or the current world champions, in their own conditions. So it was a big tick in the box as far as the coaching group is concerned, but always there are things that we need to take out of that game and improve on.
In terms of getting over the line against the Boks, lots of people struggle to score tries against them. It sounds like an obvious thing to say, but is that the vital element? You need to score at least twice against them to win?
Well, no, today was just about holding our discipline in key moments, I think, because, if the discipline had held, they don't get the opportunities to get the line-out drives 5-10 metres out. Look, we repelled them on several other occasions, so there was a lot of good work done in that area as well. But no, look, I think I watched the All Blacks score in the first few seconds against them and not score again over 80 minutes. So they are a great defensive side. We know that. So that's why, from our point of view, there was a lot of good work done in those conditions against that side.
Just a quick last one. How do you think the scrum went?
Well, obviously, I was disappointed with the scrum because on their ball, I think they got a penalty at each scrum. So clearly not happy with that side of the game. It's part of the game which, we didn't want to give them ins because that gives them penalties. They kicked and get their line out going, get the line out drive going. So we certainly talked about it, but today that's an area of the game we need to go away and obviously improve on.
Hi Wayne, it's Alex here. Hopefully you can hear me.
Yes. That
game was sort of made for Dan Biggar, and I thought he was having an excellent match. Could you just sort of talk about the decision to bring Gareth on at that point when, maybe it was better suited to Dan?
Oh, look, you can look at that. You can look at the workload that people have put in, and then look at fresh legs, because we want to put pressure on kickers. Dan had a huge workload at that stage, and yes, he played well. But, we've got belief in the squad. Gareth's a player coming back, and, the more game time he gets, he'll keep improving. It's important that, as we saw with Alan Wynne, no one's free of injury from time to time. So we need to keep building the squad. We need to get depth in all positions, and certainly Gareth coming on will be better for that.
Similarly to Ellis, Tane was excellent last week, but to back it up again, was brilliant from his perspective.
Yeah, I thought he had another good game, very good game. He'll learn from that game, though, when he goes and looks at the breakdown. We wanted to really push the boundaries there in these conditions, and we did, but we overstepped the mark a couple of times, and those are the penalties that, we've got to make better decisions from time to time. And there was one there, I think Tane might have given away, which is a learning for him, and we've got to make sure that we get that out of our game over the next 2 matches.
Thank you.
Hi, Wayne. Just 2 from me, if that's okay. Firstly, just picking up from Will's point about scoring tries against the box. Would you, in an ideal world, have played some more rugby today, or was that conditions dictated?
Oh, look, if the roof was closed or the sun was out, we would definitely played a lot more. But that ball was very wet and slippery, and there was a lot of rain coming down in the pre-match warm-up, and we changed our tactics before kick-off. So we just had to go with the conditions. You saw when we were trying to play, it's very hard to move the ball with a wet ball, and it's a lot easier to come off the line with line speed for a defensive side, as you saw in the last 10 minutes.
And do you think you would have scored if it wasn't for the pitch invader?
I don't know. At the time, we thought, well, here we go. We had a one-man advantage. I don't know. I haven't had a chance to speak to the players, to be quite honest, whether or not they may have been distracted. But look, match officials, they've just got to deal with that the way they did. Really, there's nothing they could have done about it.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.